It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who will be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Takes the toss, heads to his right, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Now he's bringing it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And they move into the lead here in this semifinal.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but then take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's downs. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. On the move now. Looking deep in the very first play. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So that nice scoring play will be negated by the penalty. crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's battled down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Harris. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Running play called on third and short. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Chris, you can see the defense selling out, trying to come up with a stop, and in doing so, they had no one left to take this back down once he's able to break through the initial surge from the defense. Big gain for this offense, not only picking up the first down, but a huge gain.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Finding some room at the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Heading for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, ASU.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Downs. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he's run on after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Chris, you just can't say enough good things about this defense. Backed up near their own goal line, you're thinking about probably going to give up a touchdown, but instead not only to stop them, but to come up with a loss.
He's got it near the end zone, and he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Sometimes you just have to feel sorry for the defense. You've got everything covered. The backs, the receivers, everybody's accounted for. And here comes the tight end slipping out and taking a short pass to the end zone. Great play design by the offensive coordinator to give the big guy a touch and get him into the end zone.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Harris.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. 2nd and short, easy first down. No, denied. Stop. Bring up 3rd down.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. He escapes the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
But the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. Contact as he threw it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. Well, Kurt, Arizona State has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to chuck it again. Running back has it on the screen now. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
On the move now. Looking for 6. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Auburn. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He'll throw it now. The pass is intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. It's a quick grab. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Now they call a run.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pass caught. Can he get in? They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Sun Devils looking to run some tempo here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Arizona State, 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They're going to run it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Pressure is coming. Throws it to the right. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in this first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Defense is coming after him. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Second down and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw again. Buying time. Moving to his left. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
He missed it. Off target that time. Still a 17-point lead after that miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense going with the hurry-up. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He escapes the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. The pass is dropped incomplete when it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And there's the handoff. Across the 30. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peters. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. The pocket breaking down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Sun Devils come up to the line in a hurry-up.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. The Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. Takes a deep shot down the middle. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Auburn 38, Arizona State 22.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A short completion of the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Sun Devils will crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wide out. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. And the Sun Devils pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to throw yet again. Dumps it down to the back. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. Catch made in space. Look out. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air. And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils! So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll get into the end zone again. They feed him after the touchdown with a 2-point try to cut into this lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Downs. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that short completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Muscles past the defender. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Arizona State offense takes over. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets past the 35. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The Sun Devils will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Finds room with the 30. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. And the Sun Devils pick up enough for a 1st down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And it's caught, so the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's down. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? An inside give now from the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Leaning on the run game here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down, looking for more now. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Second down, we're going to throw it. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
There's another interception. We're losing track. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back in.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a late deep shot. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, Chris, I was hoping we might get a competitive game down late in this football game, but after this touchdown, I think this one's over.
An extra point up and good makes it a three-score game, up 17 here in the fourth.
Arizona State, 38.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
Quick throw to his receiver. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through it.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.